The rooftop conversation stayed with Aaryan longer than expected. How lonely you look sometimes. Strange words. Dangerous words. Because loneliness was something he had stopped thinking about years ago. Not solved. Just buried. Yet somehow, Elena saw it anyway. Aaryan stood alone inside his apartment later that night, city lights reflecting dimly across the walls. The room was quiet, too quiet, and for the first time in a long while, his thoughts felt unsettled, which irritated him slightly. Emotions complicated judgment. Still, his eyes shifted briefly toward the coffee can Elena forgot on the rooftop earlier. Then away. Dangerous. Midnight. The system activated suddenly. Emergency quest triggered. A red notification appeared instantly. Hidden threat detected beneath Sector 19. Objective: investigate underground blood disturbance. Warning: multiple corrupted signatures detected. Reward: significant synchronization increase. Aaryan's expression sharpened immediately. Finally, something useful. He grabbed his coat calmly and left the apartment within minutes. Underground metro tunnel, Sector 19. The abandoned tunnel smelled of rust and stagnant water. Old maintenance lights flickered weakly overhead. Darkness stretched endlessly beneath the city. And hidden underneath modern civilization, something was moving. Aaryan walked quietly through the tunnel, blood sense fully active. Dozens of weak signatures. Erratic. Unstable. Corrupted. Interesting. Then, another signature appeared. Familiar. Sarah stepped out from the shadows ahead. Black coat. Silver eyes calm as always. You came too. The system wanted information. Sarah frowned slightly. The what? Aaryan ignored the question smoothly. What's happening here? Sarah glanced deeper into the tunnel. Expression colder now. People are disappearing. A pause. Awakened humans. Lower rank bloodline carriers. Interesting. Not random attacks then. Hunting. Aaryan's eyes darkened slightly. By what? Sarah hesitated briefly, which immediately made the situation worse. Finally she answered quietly. Something ancient. The air inside the tunnel felt colder suddenly. Then, a distorted scream echoed somewhere far below. Human. Aaryan's gaze sharpened instantly. Blood sense heightened. The corrupted signatures started moving rapidly now. Toward them. Fast. Sarah cursed quietly under her breath. Too many. Then the first creature appeared. Humanoid. Barely. Its body twisted unnaturally. Veins blackened beneath pale skin. Eyes glowing crimson through darkness. But unlike previous creatures, this one still wore remnants of human clothing. Interesting. Very interesting. Target identified. Corrupted blood vessel. Rank 2. Then more emerged behind it. 5, 10, 15. The tunnel filled with distorted movement. Sarah immediately drew a thin black blade from beneath her coat. Blood-red markings spread across the metal instantly. Aaryan noticed immediately. Blood-linked weapon. Useful. The creatures lunged simultaneously. Fast. Animalistic. But Aaryan's perception had evolved too far already. Blood acceleration activated instantly. The world slowed. Not physically. Mentally. He saw. Muscle tension. Blood flow shifts. Movement paths. Attack timing. Predictable. Aaryan moved forward instead of backward. The first creature swiped wildly. Aaryan stepped inside its range calmly and drove his fist directly into its throat. Crack. The creature collapsed immediately. Another attacked from the side. Aaryan twisted smoothly, grabbed its arm, and slammed it against the tunnel wall hard enough to shatter bone. No wasted movement. No hesitation. Efficient. Meanwhile Sarah moved like flowing shadow beside him. Fast. Precise. Deadly. Her blade cut through corrupted bodies cleanly while crimson energy burned through wounds instantly. Interesting technique. Then suddenly, warning. Aaryan's instincts reacted instantly. He moved sideways half a second before something massive crashed through the tunnel ceiling. Concrete exploded everywhere. Dust filled the air. Sarah's expression changed immediately. Impossible. A giant figure slowly emerged through the debris. Tall, grotesque, covered in blackened veins pulsing unnaturally beneath gray skin. And its blood signature. Aaryan's eyes narrowed sharply. Rank 4. Interesting. Very interesting. Because something capable of creating corrupted vessels had appeared beneath the city. And worse, the creature looked directly at Aaryan. Then smiled. A human smile. Wrong. Completely wrong. And suddenly, the system screen flickered violently. Unknown bloodline detected. The giant creature spoke slowly through distorted breathing. Found. Its crimson eyes locked onto Aaryan unnaturally. Successor. The tunnel became silent. Not completely. The corrupted vessels still moved in the darkness. Water still dripped from broken pipes. Concrete dust still floated through the air. But everything felt distant now. Because the creature standing before them was different. Wrong. Not merely corrupted. Not mindless. Aware. Its massive body twisted unnaturally beneath flickering tunnel lights. Gray skin stretched over oversized muscles while black veins pulsed rhythmically across its neck and arms. And its eyes, fixed entirely on Aaryan. Successor. The distorted voice echoed through the tunnel again. Sarah immediately stepped slightly forward. Protective stance. Blade raised. Interesting. Aaryan noticed that instantly. Even while facing a rank 4 creature, her instinct was to shield him first. Dangerous. Because emotional attachment created hesitation. And hesitation killed people. The creature smiled wider. A horrifying imitation of human expression. Then suddenly, it moved. Fast. Far too fast for something that size. The tunnel floor shattered beneath its step. Aaryan's blood acceleration activated instantly. The world slowed again. He saw muscle expansion, blood pressure spikes, attack trajectory, impact timing. Still fast. Very fast. But readable. The creature's massive arm crashed downward. Aaryan shifted sideways barely in time. Boom! Concrete exploded where he stood moments earlier. Shockwaves tore through the tunnel walls. Interesting. Raw physical strength far beyond previous enemies. Meanwhile, Sarah moved immediately. Her crimson blade cut through darkness toward the creature's exposed neck. Precise. Lethal. The creature reacted unnaturally fast. Its massive hand caught the blade mid-swing. Then, squeezed. Crack. Sarah's weapon shattered instantly. Her eyes widened slightly. First real emotion Aaryan had seen from her. Dangerous. The creature swung violently. Sarah crossed her arms defensively. Impact. She was thrown across the tunnel hard enough to crack concrete on impact. Blood spilled from her mouth immediately. Interesting. Too strong. Aaryan's eyes darkened slightly. This wasn't something rank 1 or 2 abilities should handle directly. Which meant adaptation mattered. The creature turned back toward him slowly. Still smiling. Same blood. The system screen flickered violently again. Warning. Bloodline resonance detected. Synchronization rising rapidly. Heat spread through Aaryan's veins instantly. Burning. Violent. Interesting timing. The creature suddenly lunged again. This time, Aaryan didn't retreat. He moved forward. Sarah's eyes widened slightly from the ground. Insane. But Aaryan had already analyzed the creature's movement pattern. Fast. Powerful. But unstable. Every attack overloaded muscle expansion before impact. Meaning, tiny delay windows existed during directional shifts. Tiny. But enough. The creature's fist crashed forward. Aaryan stepped inside the attack range at the exact blind angle. Then, he grabbed the creature's wrist directly. The moment contact happened, the system reacted violently. Blood consumption available. Interesting. Very interesting. Aaryan smiled faintly for the first time during the fight. Then, without hesitation, he activated it. The creature froze instantly. Black veins across its body began pulsing violently. Its distorted face twisted in horror. No! Blood flowed unnaturally fast beneath its skin now. Toward Aaryan. Toward his hand. The tunnel trembled. Sarah stared in complete shock. Because this wasn't normal absorption. This looked like domination. The creature screamed. A deep, monstrous sound filled with genuine fear. Its massive body began shrinking rapidly, skin collapsing inward, veins darkening further. And meanwhile, Aaryan felt power flooding through him violently. Strength, instincts, information, memories. Brief, fragmented visions flashed through his mind. Underground rituals, ancient symbols, black blood, screaming humans, something sealed beneath the city. Then, a final image, a massive door, ancient, covered in crimson markings, and behind it, something breathing. The vision shattered instantly. The creature collapsed completely, dead. Silence filled the tunnel. Then, target eliminated. Massive blood essence acquired. Synchronization increased. 22%. New trait acquired. Blood domination. Aaryan exhaled slowly. The burning in his veins gradually stabilized. Interesting. Very useful. Then suddenly, Sarah grabbed his arm sharply. What did you just do? Her voice sounded different now. Not calm. Not composed. Disturbed. Aaryan looked at her quietly. I survived. That wasn't survival. Silence. Her silver eyes locked onto his. That thing feared you. The tunnel became quiet again. Because she was right. A rank 4 creature feared him. Not his current strength. His blood. And somewhere deep underground, far beneath the city, something ancient slowly opened its eyes.